So that's how it would actually delete them. That's all okay until you actually go, for example, if you were to not to bother to recover the file and install something else in the meantime, and then go, oh my god, I'm deleting that file, that can be a bit of a problem, because the hard drive can, write over that part of the hard drive where that file was, and then delete your file permanently. So be very, very careful about deleting, files within DOS and Windows 3.11. In later editions like Windows 95 and 98 and so on, it sort of zipped them down and stored them for you until such a time as the actual recycle bin became full. I would then ask you, do you want to empty the recycle bin? Or what it would also do is it would just basically dump them for you in later editions. So as recycle bin got more full and more full, it would just dump them. In the more modern operating systems, there's more space allocated to the recycle bin, so a lot of stuff will stay there for a lot longer. But you can set limits on it anyway. In the case of this operating system, the deletion of a file, like I said, will basically eliminate one of the characters. You can then run undelete, and it will find all those files with one of the characters missing. You can then just undelete it straight away. It'll also ask you when you try to undelete it, what was the original file name called. It should be fairly obvious, but you do need to have a bit of technical ability to it. Whereas nowadays, of course, with the recycle bin, you just press undelete, and or restore all files, and bang, they're all restored. So with DOS and Windows, you do need to have a little bit more technical ability. But that's just the way operating systems are. As they progress, they get easier to use. You look at the likes of should I dare to say it, the likes of the iPad or the Samsung phones, like they're extremely easy to use. You hit a button and it works, you download an application to do something and it works. That's just the way technology has went. On these older machines, it isn't like that. Things are a little bit more convoluted. There's a good word for it. But not necessarily more complex. Most of the stuff is fairly straightforward. I've found with the DOS operating system, I found to be fairly straightforward, more so than the likes of Linux, which I'm still trying to get the grip with. One of these days I will, and hopefully I'll be able to put a video up. But I think that day is a while away yet. I'm still learning Linux, I can tell you. But it's good fun. Problem with Linux is like a lot of like I found with the Apple software, is a lot of stuff doesn't run with it. But that's getting better. Even Steam games now are starting to work in Linux, and more Steam games are now being available even on the Apple software. So it's, as technology improves, everything comes along with it. So what we'll do when the computer is finished installing the operating system, it's installing here via floppy disk. That's one of the reasons why it's so slow. It would be a bit quicker if it was on CD, but obviously Microsoft Windows 3.11 didn't come on CD, it came on floppy disk. For the next disk in, which is disk number 5. A little boom. True type font. These are just the fonts. You'll know what these are anyway. Jim's at it again. He's pushing the curtain out of the way. He's going to end up knocking it over again. There he is there. Look, there he is. Look. See him there now. Tell you. He does like to listen for some reason. He likes the information, perhaps. Anyway, I can remember myself having Windows 3.11. Sorry, Windows 3.1. Excuse me. Installed on the computer, which was the AST386 Premium, running at 16 megahertz. That was, and I couldn't get the color. That's how I got into computers. Was I couldn't get the color to come up from 16 colors to 256. And I remember some guy saying, "Oh, you'll be running Mist and it'll be fine. Like, when you run Mist, you can do this with the colours, and you press this and you then install this particular driver, and it's on CD." We actually did get CDs, would you believe, in a CD drive, but the driver didn't work. It did actually install, it did actually work in that sense, but it couldn't actually create 256 colours because the Western Digital, yes, I said it, you'll see it in the 386 AST video. The Western Digital video card didn't actually display more than 16 colours. It would in DOS though. You could do it with MCGA alright, but you couldn't do it within the Windows environment because it was obviously using VGA and SVGA. But what we'll do here anyways, we've got a Cirrus logic in here, what's it called, CL5428. My god, I hope I got that right. It's got 2 megabytes. As you've probably seen in the video that I've done before with the 486, there was a built-in Cirrus logic which was 1 megabyte, and it had like a 512 KB and a 256 KB and a 256 4-chip KB as far as I can remember, and the two then combined then created the total amount of 512. In the case of the total amount of 1 megabyte. In the case of, that's a big mistake. Sorry, the built-in chip had 256K, 512K. The add-on chips had 512K, giving you a total of 1 megabyte. Now we got it right. So, so the VLB card that we've put in is a 2 megabyte card with 2 megabyte complete on board. And now we're getting to the next step of the Windows setup, which will be the discovery of our network, of course. Now, this is what I was telling you to do. Now, we'll be revisiting this now in a couple of minutes, and we will be installing. As far as I remember, I downloaded this from the Microsoft website. It shouldn't be hard to find. As far as I know, that's where I got it from. I can't remember how. It's TCP/IP for Windows for Workgroups 3.11. We don't need to worry about it just yet. We're going to install it afterwards. But as you can see here, the 3-COM etherlink 3 blah 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 has been detected. That's why I'm saying it's very important to get these network cards. It means you don't have to go messing about with networks at a later stage. It's done with the operating system installation. It makes life so much easier, especially with networking. With the video card now, we can do it later and there's no real problem. This is the old transport protocol, so there's no real networks. There's no additional network. You don't really need to play with anything there. Sharing, you can add that. They're already added. The drivers, there's nothing. There's no more protocols we can actually add there. They're gonna basically help us out. We'll add the protocol in a few minutes. Now, I put in here username is admin. Admin workgroup was that, and we'll call it Dell 486. Alright, the reason why I use the admin is it's the commonest thing to really use, really. You can use anything. You can put your name in there if you like. If you're running a network, for example, if you've got a network with the external hard drive and the username is Bilbo Baggins and the password is the Lord of the Rings trilogy that I love so much, well then, what you want to do is literally put down the username as the username that's on your external hard drive, and the password you can type in when the machine boots up. You'll see now when the machine boots up, there's an opportunity to type in a password. Type that password in there. That way, when you go to look at your external network hard drive on your network, it'll automatically log in, rather than giving you an error and saying I can't log into it. Okay, now over disk 8. Discus 80gus. Hello, my friend. Hello. 31 minutes. Come on, the 486. Come on, the 4. So, once you've got your network up and running, which we'll get going in a few minutes, the great thing about it is you can then install the video card from the network. It means you don't have to go messing about any more floppy disks or CDs or that sort of stuff. What it also means is you can install a DOS game onto the computer and then transfer it to your external hard drive. And then when you make up another, machine that's running DOS, you can just basically lash the files back over again. It saves you reinstalling all the stuff for you. Let it do the modifications for you. Don't do it yourself. Make life easy. If it says it wants to do it, let it do it. Now this is going to search the hard drive, the path basically will search everywhere. MS-DOS editor, just leave it as it is, it's fine. You can do then add all. Press OK. And you can skip the tutorial. You can do the tutorial if you wish, but you don't have to. And we will do restart. I'm just somewhat concerned here because my little cat is about to do the same thing again and knock over the big hunk of steel. It's going to kill him. Uh-oh. That's my mistake. Excuse me. You okay now? Start against us. Nice one. Nice one. Right. So now we're going to go into Windows and we're going to install the TCP/IP protocol. TCP/IP protocol will allow us to do what? It allows us to go on the network. Now you'll see a command prompt pumped up now in a second. At the moment it's currently looking for DHCP servers and trying to get itself a little do you want to create one? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there we are. Nice, isn't it? Network setup. Okay, so you see it's still not there. Now we're going to basically add it. So let's go to the file manager. Let's go to the, that's Windows, it's fine. I'll leave it in the Windows directory. I'll show you when in a second. Go to the A drive. That's what the file name is called. TCP32b.exe. Okay, I don't know what the hell that's. Oh, that's demos, videos or something, yeah. So C, yes I do. I'll copy it over. Not much I can tell you here, I'm just waiting. Come on, copy it over. Once the file is copied over, we can then expand the file within the Windows directory. So we'll do that now. TCP32, there it is. I'm going to expand all the files. Okay, as the file's expanded, we can now minimize this. Minimize that with the network setup. And in network setup we can add drivers, add a protocol. And the protocol we'll be adding is the top, which is unlisted and updated driver. We'll do browse, which will be Windows. It's OK. Press OK. It'll find it. There it is. Press OK. It's going to say, do you want it? Say yes to all. That's it. You've now successfully installed TCP/IP. Leave this one installed though as well, because some old DOS games will require you to have this. This one here is for our modern part of the operations, if it were, where we'd be downloading files from our external hard drive, and this one here is for our old school, where you'd be playing network games. So you press OK to that, OK to that, put that to enable, press yes, press OK, leave everything else as it is. That's OK. Restart the computer. Oh, done it again, same thing, look at that. Making the same mistake. TCP/IP for Windows. Now once it's in here, what we'll do is we'll go and search for the external hard drive, which is going to be the My Book World. It's okay now, no big glare. Okay, so AD, oh Jesus, AD, yeah, yes, it's admin and admin, very technical. Make the password. You don't have to put a password in there, but the baby don't want to. Now, with the main, hit the file manager. Now, where we want to go is we want to go into, where is he now? Options. Should have been under this one. Where's it? Connect network drive. There she is. Okay, so connect network drive. Now it's going to actually search automatically, which is actually quite interesting. I don't mean it's going to look interesting. I mean it actually searches for, which is something you wouldn't expect. It usually finds the My Book World external hard drive. It's just thinking there to me. I can see the lights flashing on the network hub here. Okay, workgroup, there's the machines. There's a modern machine. Look, Windows 7 PC. How's that now? My Book World. It's now logging onto that computer. It's thinking, oh, I have it. I double clicked, so I clicked and then I double clicked. It'll automatically. So you want to make sure this box is checked and this one is checked. Okay, there you are. You're now on a modern network hard drive. The great thing about the modern network hard drive is, as I said, is you can install programs. Like, let's say you want to download some bit of software. You can download it on your modern machine, put it onto your external hard drive, and then transfer it over. Oh, I didn't want to put it in there. And then transfer it over to your ancient machine, which basically allows you a lot of flexibility. Whereas otherwise you'd have to, somehow get at the floppy disk. This way makes life a lot easier. And also, if you copy over a folder from, the external hard, like from one DOS to another DOS, it doesn't matter. It'll still actually run. There's no issues with, oh, it wasn't installed properly or any rubbish like that, So disk 1, install, continue. Now we have done that. We left the original. Remember when we were installing DOS? We left it as the original VGA file. That's why I said to leave it. It's now installing the drivers for the video card within the operating system. Great, isn't it? So this is their Cirrus Logic GD5428. I did get it right. It was 54. Okay. Disk 202. This is what I mean by you need to know a little what you're doing. Just change that to 2 because obviously disk 2 is. I got this off a Russian website actually only 2 days ago. I was looking for it and I stumbled across it. Some website that has old graphics cards on it. That's where I got this. And I was excited to myself, oh, that's interesting. I think I'll download that. Didn't think it would work, and actually it worked on the 1 meg. As if it were. This is the first time I tried it on the 2 meg. So it's only the second I've installed. I'm gonna go that one. We're gonna go. Feck, we go there all the way, are we, huh? Go on. Yeah. We go all the way. Whoa. Go on, give me some graphics. Usually there's a little file within Windows which will allow you to put up a little graphic in the background called 256 bitmap. But I can't seem to find it. So that focus is okay. I just want to be able to. I just don't seem to find it in Windows 3.11. It's definitely in Windows 3.1, but I can't find it in this one. Maybe an add-on or an additional piece that I didn't put in. I'm not too sure, but I never did find it. Well, that seemed to work. I don't know about the colour, but everything else is okay anyway. We will see. There's a colour. I don't think, no, it's not colour. Yes, I'd go for the Emerald City. Sure, that'll be Dublin. That's the Emerald City. Oh, now we go to the desktop. We'll have a look at the screensaver. You see, no, the old marquee, no. Now, flying Windows test. Oh, look at that quality one. Whoa, that was looking good, that was. The wallpaper, this is where the wallpaper usually is in Windows 3.1. It's got 256 BMP. I don't see it there. If you want to add your own one into there, if you go into File Manager, C drive obviously, just in the Windows main directory, put the bin there, the BMP in there, and it'll be fine, it'll work fine. If you put it anywhere else, it won't be detected. It's not like a modern operating system where it doesn't matter where you put it, you must put it in here, and then it'll be able to see it, no bother. Alright, so what we'll do next is we will have a look. There might be something else on here we can transfer over. I'm trying to see what we can transfer over the demo on this machine. Well, we have this. It's a bit too big, but we might be able to run it directly off it. We'll give it a go. I've never tried this before. We'll see if this works. Here we go. Well, did work. Well, it's only playing the music, it's doing nothing else. Didn't work. That should be a demo. That demo will work in DOS alright. I don't think I have enough hardware space on this particular machine to do that. What we will have to do is we'll have to come back. Just want to show you something here. This is remember I was telling you about the files that are on the hard drive. Let me see, where did I put them? Put the applications. So QBasic, MS-DOS editor, Microsoft Windows Backup, Microsoft Windows on Delete, Microsoft Windows Antivirus. This is Microsoft Windows Antivirus as well. These are two antivirus. One of these is a resident. I think this is the Dr. Norton. That's what this is. Is that the one? No, that's Dr. Norton. Dr. Watson, isn't it? Dr. Watson. Yeah. Dr. Watson basically sits in the background, so it stops viruses from basically being installed in the machine as the machine boots up. So you can put that on as well if you like, detect and clean. Oh, look at that, it's detecting. Whoa. You gotta admit that's pretty impressive. I wouldn't let it go and detecting viruses on there though, because that might be a bit of a problem. It may find something on there you don't want it to find. What I mean by that is you may find it's finding errors just because there's long file names, thinking that this is a bit of a problem. Although it won't read the wrong file name, it'll just come up as an error. One final thing we'll do here, and we'll end this video, and we'll come back in a minute and we'll have a run of some of the games, because I've already got them installed on another hard drive. I just wanted to show you the operating system ran. So the last thing we'll do is defrag. F. Always do the F. We'll do a comprehensive. It'll basically do a defrag no matter what. It's fairly fragmented. There you are. Only take a minute. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video on installing DOS 6.22 and Windows for Workgroups version 3.11.